Okay, hello. We are in studio, ILoveKickboxing studio. This is Let's Grab Beer. We were gonna talk about a little bit about what's kickboxing, how it can really boost your everything, right? It helps you.
Yeah, 100%. It's a very well-rounded workout. That's for sure. So yes, hi, I'm David. I'm the manager here at ILoveKickboxing Vancouver. I've been at this place for the past 5 years. That's when I first moved into Vancouver, and I've been teaching since then. I personally have a long history in martial arts. I started when I was a little kid. I was 6-year-old. The first martial art that I got introduced to was judo, actually.
You know, I started before you.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
No, I started karate. When I was like 4.
Okay.
But I stopped. You of course, you continued, right?
Yeah. Well, on and off. So yeah, I started with judo when I was like 6. My mom actually got me into it. She used to do judo, so
it's a family.
It kind of runs in the family, in the blood. So yeah, I did judo for probably 4 or 5 years or so, and then I stopped for a bit, and I got interested in other sports, and I did Olympic weightlifting for a couple of years, and then I got into like a street fight.
Okay, so you're moving now to
so
this area.
I was like 15-year-old, and I got into a street fight, and I got my ass kicked, and that kind of like ignited that fire in me again to pursue martial arts and to get back into fighting.
But you practice since 6 to like from years or
right. From 6 until probably like 11.
Oh, so you practice?
But I did, but so the thing is that in judo, you have very strict rules. You're pretty much just grabbing somebody, trying to get them down on their back, right?
Yeah.
So there's no striking, there's no punching, there's no kicking. So it's a beautiful sport. Yeah, nothing like this. So it's a beautiful sport, and I love it very much. But when it comes to like street fighting, it's just not that efficient, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
If you get close, you can grab a guy, throw him on the ground, and that's pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
Well, it depends how good you are. But so I got back into martial arts. Well, I started boxing actually at the age of 15, and I boxed for 2 years. I had 4 fights. 2 wins, 2 losses, so it's like 50-50. And then
how many rounds? The ones that you won? All the battle, or you knocked out?
No. So when I won on points, and when I lost, it was on points, and the second fight was actually stopped. There was technical knockout.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't continue. I wasn't like, he didn't like turn me off, but I just couldn't continue. So the referee had to stop it. So when I started boxing at 15, I just completely fell in love with the sport, and I knew I wanted to pursue it more. And so eventually I wanted to learn how to kick. So from boxing, I went to Muay Thai. And so in Muay Thai, it's actually called the art of 8 limbs, because in Muay Thai, unlike in kickboxing, you're actually using your elbows and your knees as well. So you have your fist, you have your elbows, you have your legs. No, not that. And you have your knees. So I did.
So it's a more complex sport, you will say? Like who will win? A professional kickboxer or a professional Muay Thai?
I gotta say Muay Thai.
Right.
I gotta say Muay Thai.
They have more options, right?
Exactly. They have just broader arsenal of things that they can pull up on you in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's just it's just more rough. Like it's tough.
They can attack you when they are in the floor, right? Or their fights stops as well. Or it's like I don't know, like MMA that they are fighting all around. Like
Oh yeah, so
up, down,
in Muay Thai you can actually do sweeps and throws. So let's say if you get really close, if you get in the clinch, I can like throw you down, but once you're on the ground, I can punch you.
Oh, so you don't go like, it's not MMA.
It's not MMA, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
They still have rules.
Oh well, in MMA you have rules as well. It's just it's just less.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went from boxing to Muay Thai.
Right. Yes, and I did that for I think I trained for three years, and then moved to a different city when I started going to university, and so I had to start looking for new clubs, and I kind of continued, but I wasn't into it as much anymore, because I knew that I was slowly getting older. Like I was over my 20s, and I was kind of like at the point where like I was thinking I don't need to get my head kicked all the time. I kind of like didn't need it anymore. I still wanted to practice just for the love of the sport and just for the physical, for the fitness and well-being. But
maybe no as competitor.
Exactly, not on a competitive level. Yeah, that's when I stopped. Doing it competitively. Yeah, and then I started traveling, and once I got here to Vancouver, I was kind of like ready to do whatever, just like
exactly.
When you
like everyone,
exactly when you move to a new country, it's
what are the options?
Fresh beginning. It's like construction, hospitality or whatever, right? But I always wanted to be a personal trainer because I just love fitness very much. It's just like my lifestyle. It's what I do. On my days off, I train my friends, my parents, and
you're at the gym every day.
Yeah, pretty
most
much.
of the time.
Pretty much. And so I just randomly came across an advertisement for an instructor to this place, and I just jumped on it. The rest is history.
But you had some kickboxing training before, or it was just a mix of it that you were like, okay, maybe just 2-4 lessons, and I am able to like understand what it is.
Right. So my experience from all the sports that I've done prior to moving to Canada certainly helped me a lot. And on top of that, I also studied physical education and sport back home in Czech Republic, and so I do possess knowledge in this field.
So you're way more than qualified to be a professor.
I hope so. Yes.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So you've been here for 5 years.
It's been 5 years now. Yeah.
And you have to say that I'm one of the best.
One of the best students,
right?
I would say in top 10%. Yes. I would say so.
It's hard to like start like getting the like coming every week, you know,
Yeah,
like trying to
have it out.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember that you told me like, okay, it's 21 days is the habit, right? You create the habit 21 days.
Right.
I was like, dude, I have to go 21 days, like straight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, no, let's try to go like 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
So I now decided like 3 days for me is a good.
Yeah, 3 days a week is certainly a very good number. Your body has enough time to recover in between the sessions, and then next time you come, you can just hit the bag even harder and just really push yourself and see good results.
So you recommend like a 4 or 5 or like what's the?
It really depends.
Like for me, I've been here 6 months. Should I like start more than 6 months? Should I start like coming more or
You
it's
certainly
the same,
could. I'm sure your body could take it. I think that you are at the level where you could certainly add another session a week, 100%. Like you would definitely benefit from it. You know, the rate at which you will learn or you know, improve your technique is gonna, you know, go up as well. So
of course, more practice makes
exactly. The more
efficient.
hours you put in, the faster you're gonna see the changes happening.
Give me 1 second. I need to check time. Oh, okay, it's 8 minutes. It's like a 20-minute intervals. So I was like,
Okay. And we are 7 minutes in?
yeah, 8 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Like if you have to practice for you to become better, even though if you're not gonna be a competitive environment or whatever, practicing will make you better, right?
Oh yeah, of course, like anything else, right?
Like I remember that, like the first maybe month. Damn, like at the third round I was like, please send this and this. But now it's like, I can do 2 more rounds maybe, right? The part that is for me a little bit hard is the first part.
The conditioning.
Yeah, when there's like,
Yeah.
wait 20 minutes with your belly,
Right.
damn, that's hard. But it feels like it starts to get like hard, and you feel like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're like, okay, let's go, let's keep
Yeah.
going.
So at the beginning, we do high intensity interval training for 12 minutes straight, and it's bodyweight exercises only. So you know, any bodyweight exercise you can imagine. We start typically with high knees or jumping jacks to warm up, and then we start working on the legs with squats, lunges, different kinds of jumps and stuff. You know, we obviously do burpees. That's like that's like a
That's
blast.
the best one. That's the best one.
Exactly. It works the whole body. It works your coordination as well, right? It builds an explosive power in your legs. All the jumps, right? That's gonna then help you with the kicks. So that's definitely one of the best exercises. So yeah, the first 12 minutes, that's when we focus on building the strength, toning up the body, conditioning the heart and the lungs so they can keep pushing even, you know, when your head is telling you, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But you know, there's, you know, you can always do a little bit more. So that's what we focus on in the first part of the class. Yeah.
And the second part is, well, the second part will be stretching, which is important. The ones that we're like starting or whatever, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go play soccer and yeah, I'm all in. No, man, you have to stretch. You have to get your body warm. If not, you will just break something.
Exactly. You can easily injure yourself if you don't prepare your body properly. You know, for all the impact that comes from performing.
The movements more than the impact is well the like.
And the movements, yes, of
Like
course.
for the legs when you're like kicking.
Exactly, yeah. So,
Yeah, like
so
here
after the
it's-
hit, we go through a series of dynamic stretching exercises, you know, where we do like arm circles and body twists and leg circles and this sort of stuff, where we make sure that the ligaments and joints are properly warmed up before we start hitting the bags. Because you know, in fighting, you need to be quick. You need to be explosive. You need to be
Smart.
efficient. You definitely have to be smart. You need to have great stamina. So fighters are very well-rounded athletes. Like, in my opinion, one of the best, because they are not only strong, not only fast, not only agile, not only they have great balance and flexibility and coordination. They have all these things, right? So
They have all this, and they have the power to resist the attack, which it will be like maybe
Yeah.
you might be strong, but if you don't have the understanding, or you will explain more like how to receive a punch, or I don't know. That may be like way the hardest part to get, right?
Right, that's actually a
That
really good
absorb
point.
things.
That's actually a really good point. When you think about it, when you are in a ring or in a cage with somebody else who is trying to, you know,
Let's throw you, yeah.
beat the shit out of you, just like you are trying to beat the shit out of them, you know, not only you are getting fatigued by your own movement and by, you know, doing your own punches and kicks, but every time you receive a punch, every time you get punched or you get kicked, it takes so much energy out of you and oxygen. It just takes oxygen of your muscles, and then it's like with every kick to your leg just takes so much power off of it, and so the next time you wanna return a kick with that same leg, it's gonna be that much weaker.
Yeah, you won't have power anymore.
Yeah. So that's something.
The low kick is important. That's important to like destroy the leg.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very very effective strategy to destroy the legs, because if you can stand, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah. If you can move, it's just a target.
Yeah.
It will become a punching bag, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and also breathing. It's like one of the issues that I had in the beginning was that I didn't understood how to breathe
properly. Yeah.
And now I understand, like every punch you breathe, right?
Exactly.
So now it's like, okay, you get tired, of course, but you're not you're tired. How do I explain this? Like you get really tired, but body-wise, but you're mentally okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can breathe. You're not without air.
Exactly.
You manage
that. That's what proper breathing does. It enables you to stay cool, calm, and collected in the situation where you could otherwise start freaking out, and that's when your heart rate is really high and you feel like your lungs are about to jump out of your throat. You have to breathe super heavy, and you start getting lactic acid to your muscles, so it starts really burning, right? But with proper breathing, you can slow all of that down, right? So if you breathe properly, you can actually lower your heart rate and stay calm for longer, and then therefore you can also expand the capacity of your lungs way more efficiently, and you just can keep throwing the punches and kicks for way longer if you have proper breathing in place.
Yeah. So tell us, which one is your best punch or kick? If you have one and you have to destroy me like right now, what would that be?
I would have to go with a Superman punch.
Oh, that's really cool. That's
one
nice.
shot, one kill.
Yeah.
That's a really powerful punch.
And also with like
your whole body engaged, when done properly, you actually jump for it, and then you're literally moving your whole body towards the target, and at the right point, you just throw the punch. So it's just destructive.
Yeah, it is destructive. Also, the one that I like, that one is like the best. But when you're doing the combination, and you do like the
spinning back fist,
that's cool.
That one is also really good.
And also it's like a lot of movement.
Oh yeah.
So the punch would be like bad, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. And now I'm still here.
There you go.
7 months later, I can't believe I don't like James.
Right.
But I don't like that.
So what do you personally feel like kickboxing gave you? Like how has it impacted your life in a positive way?
Well, it creates you have to come, right? I like the fact that you have to do the appointment. Like here, you have to do the appointment, and making that, it's like force you to come.
Yeah, so it's building that habit.
Exactly, it's building that habit, and I started saying, okay, which days I want to go, which hour, which will be easier for me to not miss the class, right?
Yeah.
So by doing that, I started creating this habit, and coming, and now it's like, oh, it's Tuesday, it's Monday, I want to go, so I'm like checking if there are classes, if not classes.
Yeah.
If I didn't do anything on a Friday, it's like, let's see if there is one class, because it's a good atmosphere. It's a nice place. There are cool people here. Everyone is like happy, trying to like come, kick some kick and punch, and it's a nice place, right?
Yeah, people are very friendly here. Yeah.
So because of that, it's easier to come back. And like coming back, you start like understanding that your body is like getting better, right? You feel better, you have more energy, you want to keep going, keep going, and then like I told you, like in the first 2 weeks, I was like, I can't do this anymore. But then you start like, okay, now it's the 4th round, now it's the 5th round, now I want 7 rounds, now I want 20 rounds, right? So you start feeling more powerful, and you start changing physically, right? I feel way stronger.
Great.
I have more like defined muscles in a way, and now when I punch, it feels that it's like it's
power
hard,
behind
it's power,
it, right?
yeah. And because you start like understanding the rhythm and the movements that you have to do, it's like, oh, this is cool,
Yeah.
and it's fun.
Once it starts clicking, it just feels great, right? Once you are able to make a smooth transition, let's say from a hook to an uppercut, and then throw a kick and do it just boom, 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 nice and quickly.
Yeah, like three punches, like 3 kicks in a row. I like that.
Yeah, there's
But
nothing
yeah,
like it.
it's way different to like do boom, boom, and then you feel more powerful, and you're like, oh, this is cool. So yeah, that's why I really recommend this sport. This is a great gym. This is a great place for all the reasons that I just told. The classes, as you can see, is big space. So
yeah, right now because of the COVID, we can have 20 people on the mat, but yeah, it's very spacious. It's very spacious. We have lockers and showers and all the facilities that you might possibly need.
yeah, that's perfect.
All right, good to go.
So now, first, what are you gonna show us?
All right, I guess I thought I would just throw in freestyle.
Okay, do some freestyle, and then you can explain it like, okay, this is this is that.
All right, sweet. So let me start with a little bit of a freestyle. Here's the Superman we talked about. Here's the Loki that we talked about. There you go. So, see you.
Now I don't want to show.
Right, so the most basic combination would be a jab and cross, where you're just
1, 2, 1,
throwing
2.
straight punches. Right, always starting from the chin, being in the proper fighting stance, having a balance, being able to always react quickly, right? So just, yeah, jab and cross. Straight arms, the power comes from the shoulders, so you gotta make sure that you are turning your body with each punch. Jab, cross, things like that.
So, well, you saw, you heard. Now you have to come, right?
Now you have to come.
So, where are you? How can we find you?
Right, so we are in Vancouver, Gastown, on Powell Street. It's 136 Powell Street, and you can simply, if you are interested in coming and giving it a try yourself, you can give us a call at 778-379-5425, and we'll schedule your first class, or you can send us an email. It's Vancouver@ILoveKickboxing.com. Make sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram. You can shoot us a message there as well, and we'll get back to you.
Come, try it.
Yeah, so come check us out.
Yeah, come. Really, it's a nice place. So try to do any sport. I would recommend that. Yes or no? Any.
Oh, 100%.
Anything.
Anything. It's better than sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
And grab a beer after.
Exactly. The beer tastes way better when you just exercise, right?
100%.
So, well, this was Let's Grab Beer, and this is David. I'm Alex. See you later.
See you guys.